Wind blows, can you hear the...
Hello, Keri. So you may be wondering, Sam, what have you been up to lately? And the answer, in a word, is Bluesfest. Having never stayed in Ottawa for the summer before, I didn't realize that I was missing something so epic. So here's the deal with Bluesfest. It is a basically 2-week music festival where a ton of acts come and play on the grounds of the War Museum. Shortly after Lee's moved in, she told me that she had volunteered for Bluesfest for the past couple of years, and that if you volunteer for 6 shifts, then you can get in to see all of the shows for free, rather than paying like $40 or $60 a night to get in. So of course, free shows. I am so in. I volunteered at gates, so that meant that I was at any of the entry points into the festival. I scanned people's tickets to let them in. It was really easy work and it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a ton of cool people. There's a volunteer party this coming Friday night for everybody who helped volunteer, did anything with the festival, just to get together and say goodbye and stuff, which is kind of nice because I made this one friend named Val, and on our last night we joked that we should make t-shirts that said Gatekeeper, since we worked gates. And that it should also say Gator Pit, because that's where you should throw all of the rowdy people who we have to deal with. Anybody who brings booze into the festival or drugs or just gets like rowdy and causing problems. So of course, you know me, I went home and made some t-shirts. So I made a shirt for myself, my friend Val, and this area leader who sort of oversees people at the gates. His name is Bob. He was really great on my last night. He helped me put out so many fires. I had a lot of difficult people at gates. But with Bob's help and just acting calm, we managed to keep the riots down to a minimum. Anyways, so these are the shirts that I made. It says Gatekeeper Bluesfest 2011. And also everybody got their name on their shirt, and then on the back it says Gator Pit. This is just a t-shirt that I made. This isn't like our actual volunteer t-shirt. I'll show you our volunteer shirt. So this is our Bluesfest shirt. Viva Las Bluesfest. And then on the back it just says that you're a volunteer. And some shirts were different. Mine was blue because I was working gates. But there was also Green Team, who does all the recycling around the fairgrounds, or the festival grounds rather. And tan t-shirts, and people who worked beer tent had different stuff. But it's got like, it's got all these poker related words on it. So as you're guessing, with a 2-week festival and me only volunteering for 6 shifts, I saw a lot of shows, even while I was volunteering. Luckily I have this tiny little box. This is my Bluesfest box. It's got all my Bluesfest stuff in it. Darcy saw this box, and of course she had to organize everything. So here are the itineraries. We have like a daily schedule, and it shows all of the stages up here, and then like everybody who's playing. I volunteered the first day. The deal is if you haven't volunteered before, you have to do 1 shift before you can get in to see any of the shows. So I volunteered early on the first day so that I could go and see some shows that night. I'm gonna pull out my bracelets actually. Every day that you went to the festival, you got a bracelet. So this was day 1's bracelet. The first day, I volunteered at the National Bank stage, which was a really quiet stage. It's through the museum, and there was like a stage there, and it was quiet. Like, we got more mellow acts, and not a lot of people came through there. I like freaking National Bank stage. It was cool. So I volunteered there for the first night, and then we saw Flaming Lips and Tegan and Sarah. Flaming Lips was wonderful. They had confetti cannons everywhere. It was like a psychedelic confetti dream come true. It was beautiful. And Tegan and Sarah were excellent, very acoustic. I feel like I don't know if they played Bluesfest before, but they did play a very like mellow, like bluesy set, even though like it's the first night of Bluesfest. I was really looking for like more energy, but that's okay. The second day, I volunteered on the 6th. This was last Wednesday. This was the color of our bracelet for the day. And that night, I volunteered again at the National Bank stage, and I saw Keri! I've been so excited to tell you about this. Okay, you remember Derek Ballard, right? Of course, right? Like, everybody had a crush on him when we were in fucking junior high. Anyways, Derek is in a band, like he was in high school, with Jed Atkinson and Dan, I can't remember Dan's last name, and Ryan, I can't remember Ryan's last name. Either way, Derek's in a band called Gentlemen Husbands. I'm sure you already know this. But Gentlemen Husbands came and played at Bluesfest. They played the second night of the festival when I was volunteering. And I got off my like volunteer shift early. I managed to like sneak away, and the other girls who were volunteering were okay with it. And I haul ass out to the Hard Rock stage where they're supposed to be playing, and their set has already ended. And I see Derek on the stage like breaking down the equipment, and I was like, Derek Ballard! And he comes over and he's like, hey, what's up? And we have a little chat, and I was like, I thought you guys were supposed to be playing until later. He was like, no, we finished early, but like we got an encore. I was like, did you rock? Was it awesome? He was like, yeah, it was great. So I had a little chance to catch up with Derek, but I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get to see them, especially because they were playing at Bluesfest. So Gentlemen Husbands play that night, and then also at the National Bank stage where I was volunteering, there was a dude from Sun Kill Moon. I don't know if you know this band, but Lindsay's Kyle. He's really into them, and we had some good chats about that. Anyways, I took a picture and sent it to him. The 7th, this is the 3rd day of the festival. Blue was our band. We also have, we also got like ID bands. If you wanted to get beer, you had to like show your ID and get like a wristband for that. And it was really complicated because on the first day, this was the color of our bracelets, and the ID badges were the ID bracelets were the same color, and that caused a lot of problems. But I think they figured that out. Okay, so 3rd night of the festival. I volunteered at the main gate, and the main gate's really big. It's like right at the front of the museum where they've got like all the flags. And there's a lot of people there. It's where the box office is, and most of the people come in through the main gate. It was a great night, and I got to see Girl Talk from my vantage point where I was volunteering. There were 2 big stages like right behind us, and I got to see Girl Talk and Steve Miller Band, and they were both really great. Saturday night of the festival, Pink Bracelet. I volunteered again at the National Bank stage, and back there I saw Justin Nizuka. I don't know if you know who he is, but he was really good and super like chill, like bohemian. He was awesome. Sunday of the festival, first Sunday of the festival, I went and saw Yukon Blonde. I don't know if you know who these guys are, but I'm gonna back this video with their music because they are wonderful. They put on an amazing live show. They were so high energy, and I don't think a lot of people there knew who they were. Sarah, my sister, introduced me to them a while ago and really got me into their stuff. And so we went and saw them play. I brought Lise with me, and we stood like right in the front row and totally jammed out. It was awesome. Earlier that day when we were going to see Yukon Blonde, we stopped by the autograph tent, and it's a giant tiger autograph tent. It's got like a big fucking the GT tiger face. And they like sponsor the autograph tent, so like the artists come after their shows and they sign merchandise, whatever you've got. There were a lot of volunteers who brought like their volunteer shirts and got those signed, which is a really smart idea and I totally didn't do. But after we went to go see Yukon Blonde, we went to go see them at the autograph tent because they were super sexy and also really chill dudes. So Lise went, she bought like a shirt of theirs and their CD, and I bought 2 copies of their CD. One for me and one for my sister because I'm a good sister like that. Oops, I'm losing bracelets all over the place. So I got them signed by the dudes. So it says, Sam, thank you, lots of love. And then like that's the drummer's name. And this, here, I'll turn it around. This says Sam, and that's a devil vampire heart. That's the signature of the lead singer. And then this, hey Sam, and thank you. This is Sarah's. And this says, Sarah! I have 3 girlfriends named Sarah with an H. That's from the lead singer. And then Sarah and Sarah. Oh, no, that's a lie. Where? Sarah. Yeah, it was good times. They were really cool, and Lise and we got pics with all of them. Such genuinely nice dudes, really. Monday there wasn't anything on at the festival, and Tuesday night I didn't go, but the following Wednesday night I went, this time purple, and we saw Metric that night, who were great, but they only played an hour-long set, and I kind of hoped that we were going to be a little bit closer, but like the crowds were crazy for Metric, but apparently they come and play every year, so that's good. We also saw like a Spanish urban orchestra. They were really mellow. And we also saw this dude called G-Spot and the special, no, I wrote G-Spot, that's wrong. It's G-Love in the special sauce. 13th. That was Wednesday night. We went and we saw Metric, who were awesome, but they only played for an hour, and I wish they had played longer because they have a lot of songs to choose from, but they were good nonetheless. Emily Haynes is like so high energy, which I really dig. We also saw a dude called G-Love and the Special Sauce, who was awesome. He was really bluesy. He like had a guitar and like a harmonica like set going on. And he played 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. I called Darcy during it. It was so good. The next day, I was volunteering again, and this time I was at the main gates, and I got to see the Arkells. Who was supposed to play that night? Theory of a Dead Man was supposed to play, and they canceled earlier in the afternoon. The Arkells had like an earlier spot, so they took Theory of a Dead Man's like headlining spot later in the evening. So I saw Arkells and also Billy Talent. I was really angry that I was working through that, but nonetheless, they played some great jams, and they were like, "This song is for all the volunteers out there making things happen tonight." And I was like, "Ah!" 15th, Green Bracelet again. I was volunteering at the main gates. This was my last night of volunteering. And Blue Rodeo was on that night, and they put on a good show. My area leader let me leave early that night so that I could go see the show. I was supposed to be there until 11. He let me go at like 20 after 10, so I was like, sweet. And then these are from Saturday night. I got an ID bracelet, and I didn't even buy a drink that whole night. But we went to go see Death from Above 1979, who haven't been together in like 5 years. So it was a big, exciting reunion show. Although they had a lot of problems with their equipment, and I was a little bit disappointed in their show. But that's okay, because after Death from Above, Mother played, and they were awesome. I had such a good time. I was with Lise, and she's really short, so she had like a lot of problems at the concert. Like, I don't think she had as good of a time as I did, because she couldn't see really a lot. But I thought that they were great, and I had a really wonderful time. Last night was the end of the festival, and Darcy and I had gone out to get groceries in the afternoon, and by the time we got home, Lise was just leaving to go. She was going to go see Lupe Fiasco, and then we were going to meet up and go see Death Cab for Cutie, who I was most excited about seeing. Like, I thought it was perfect. They were going to be on the last night, and it was just going to be like complete fucking magic. Well, yesterday we had a crazy thunderstorm, and about 20 after 7, all these winds pick up and big, massive dark clouds, and Darcy and I looked out the window, and the trees are just, and I'm afraid like power lines are gonna come down. And I text Lise, and I'm like, "Hey, how are things going at Bluesfest? Like, are you gonna stick it out? Like, do you think the weather's gonna turn? Like, they're not canceling the show, are they?" And Lise texts me back and lets me know that the main stage, the biggest stage that we have at Bluesfest, has totally collapsed, and people are booking it inside the museum, and they're thinking about moving people underground because there's a tornado warning, and like absolute pandemonium. And I checked Twitter, and they tweeted that they canceled the rest of the shows due to the stage coming down, which is totally legit because that is scary, and the weather was nasty last night. But I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed about missing Death Cab. Overall, my Bluesfest experience was awesome. I had a wonderful time volunteering. I had a great time at the shows. But I'm sad it kind of went out with a little fizzle. I think I would have, if I had have known that Saturday night was going to be the last night that I was going to be at the festival, I think I would have gone out of my way to make sure I was in the front of the crowd and like totally in it for Mother, instead of just sort of like hanging back and enjoying the music. Like, I wanted to dance, and I didn't dance. And like for Death Cab, like I planned to be there early. They were the only band that I was going to see. I was going to go stand at the front of the gates and wait for like an hour and a half for them, because I wanted to be up front. I wanted to be in the music. I wanted to like taste Ben Gibbard's sweat. But alas, it didn't happen. Other things going on here include me not having a job still, and I think I'm gonna have to move back home with Mom and Dad come the end of the summer, which I'm not excited about. Having to go home is really hurting my feelings, and I haven't had, like, I've had people to talk to about it, but like nobody that I've really like opened up to about how I feel. And it's really, like, summer's been great. I've had a wonderful time, and I'm glad that my parents could keep me here for as long as they have, and And I'm thankful that I've had this summer, especially with Lise. She's been a wonderful roommate, and I'm going to be so sad to leave her. And Courtney's going to leave and go to Halifax. And I'm going to go home. And home is not where I thought it was going to be when I finished my degree. And I'm finding it really upsetting. I don't know. My dad's like, you could only pack what fits into the bed of the truck and the trailer. And I'm like, have you seen how much stuff I have? You were here for graduation. Oh my god, I haven't shown you. Okay, so I graduated and I went home to see my family and have a party. And when we're at the party, my parents were like, well, you come into the living room, like, come see this box sitting in the middle of the floor. And they're like, lift up the box, see what's underneath. And I was like, oh, okay. My dad made me a hope chest. And I've got it, I mean, you can't really see, but it's filled with delightful things, like my Harry Potter books and my diploma. And I've got like all my writing practice books, like all my stuff that's like really, really important to me. I don't have it in my room, but my mom also made me something, and she brought it when they came up to graduation. It's a big cross stitch of like a fairy like on a leaf, and it's got all these like beads on it. And they got it framed, and they didn't put glass in it. They put plexiglass so it won't break, because they know my track history with breaking things. Yeah, so my parents each made me something for graduation, which was really nice. I'm really missing you. And I'm gonna go see Harry Potter tonight. And as if I'm gonna go see that without you, I'm gonna bring my Harry Potter pillow and I'm just gonna cry into it. I can already feel it coming. And I know that you weren't super keen on the movie, but I'm gonna withhold judgment until I see. But I'll let you know how that ends up. I love you, and I miss you. And I wish you were here, because I need a Keri hug today. So, after having a little cry and going to get some ice cream, I realized that there was one thing that I forgot to tell you. I got a new pair of glasses. And of course I need your opinion on them. Here they are. Now I know what you're thinking. I look a little ridiculous. But I think that this could be a good look as long as you got used to it. They were good concert going glasses. I had them a couple of days before the end of the festival. And they're perfect because they're humongous, so I don't have to worry about like the frames getting in the way of anything that I'm trying to see. Anyway, I'm gonna go and eat this ice cream before it melts. So I love you. Like I said, I'll chat with you later, baby.